It's not about winning, it's about finishing in that top 9. Tовкай, though, leads 7 seconds ahead of Lux. Abu Amr, Goul and Ciccinelli in that top 5. Milan in 6th, Toman in 7th, Muller in 8th. And then there's a slight gap to Nedchik, but the top 8 all very close to each other, within 15 seconds. Next out will be Melkazirian. Cronus, Luigi and Popov will be out. So what goes through your mind at this point?
It really depends where you are. If you're behind, you need to start working already from the beginning. If you're somebody like Tовкай, you don't want to put all your effort on the first lap. But like you said, it's so tight here, only 30 seconds. One worse shooting and your final might be over.
A lot hangs on the balance here. Nedchik being followed by Mikhailev, an Olympian, and by Bello, a 2-time world champion. He's so young and has so much experience chasing him down. He's in 9th place. And then a little bit further back, Florol. And Tamas will try to make his way back into the battle up ahead. Hugo Florol was, of course, a bronze medalist in Budapest. Came 9th in Cairo. So Florol, also a medalist, is putting pressure on Nedchik, who's now dropped a little bit further back, but we know he's a good runner. There you can see Muller being caught up in the fight. Here we go then, at the shooting range. Abu Amr with a 14-second shoot. Lux with everyone's shooting around the 15-second mark, aren't they? That's not too bad for a first shooting routine. Muller, Toman, Mikhailev, Bello, Nedchik, Florol, Tamas, they're all at the range. This is hectic. And one by one they make their way out. And this is going to mix things up nicely. Mikhailev with a slow shoot there. Toman still at the range. Toman with a 22-second shoot. That's dropped him right out of that top 9 battle. So, Abu Amr, Lux, Goul, Tовкай, Ciccinelli, Milan, Muller, Bello, Florol. That's your top 9. Then it's Nedchik, Tamas, Mikhailev, Toman, and Melkazirian, the chasing pack. Nedchik all over the back then of Florol. And Muller could be under pressure from Florol here. Florol passes the Swiss athlete. So I think Bello is a bit further up, unless has Bello been passed. Looks like Bello's moved up the field, doesn't it?
Yep. There he is. So he's leading that part.
Good laser run so far from Bello. French team will be happy with what they're seeing so far. Both their athletes inside that top 9. Muller is the 9th place athlete, but Nedchik is not dropping. And then a bit further back, Tamas and Mikhailev. I think Mikhailev has got past Tamas now, so we're heading to the range now for the 2nd round of shooting. Nedchik moves up into the top 9 past Muller. So at the range now is our lead athletes. Lucas a little bit slow off the start here. Goul a little bit slow. Abu Amr with some good shooting. Ciccinelli shooting well as well. Lucas in the end gets it done with 11.9. 13.5 for Ciccinelli. Abu Amr is away. Tовкай's away. Goul's away. Milan's got caught here. Milan is still at the range. The Olympic bronze medalist under pressure here. Still Milan struggles. It's a 25-second shoot for Milan. That brings him back into the picture with the fight for 9th. Florol is away. Bello is still at the range and he's struggling. Nedchik's still at the range. Muller's out. Nedchik's out. Bello's out. Mikhailev's out. Tamas is out. The battle for 9th is rumbling on, and it's a real tight sprint this now. And you can see Floro is comfortably in that top 9. Belot moves himself back up. Muller, Nedchik, Mikhailev is in that battle, as is Muller. Whew, it's all go. So Belot moves up the field once again. Nedchik in hot pursuits. Muller in the battle a little bit further back. But Belot is currently the man in 9th place. And you can see Mikhailev trying to get himself in that top 9 to keep Bulgarian interest in this men's competition. Floreau's doing a great job, by the way. But this is the battle for 9th place. A 2-time world champion and the young pretender Nedchik.
They still have 2 shootings to go. Nedchik leading the puck. Closely followed by Todor Mikhailev and Tamas from Hungary.
So Abelmer shooting well, gets away nicely. Cicinelli with a sub-10-second shoot. Lucas is out as well. Gull and Tовкай in a battle. Gull with a 16.2, Tовкай 14.5. Floro with an 8.13. Milan is away. Another slowish shoot from Milan, but he's still...
Mikhailev is out with 7 seconds.
Mikhailev with a 7-second shoot. And that has brought Mikhailev right back into things. Mikhailev finding his best shooting form when it really matters. And below, now, who is the ones to have missed out there? Muller and Nedchik have been caught out. Toman's dropped 9 places down to 16th place, by the way. You have to feel for the Czech athletes. But Nedchik now has his work cut out. If he's to make it back-to-back finals, he's going to have to find something and dig deep, and that final shoot is going to be an absolute pressure cooker. Belot in 9th place has opened up a bit of a gap on Tamas a little bit further back. Mikhailev is digging deep. Belot's going to overtake him. He's gaining and all over the back of Mikhailev and settles in behind him. There's not enough place to pass at this point of the track. But Belot looking for the opportunity to get past Mikhailev. This is where he'll get it done. And Belot moves up into 8th place. And a little bit further back, there is Boton Tamas of Hungary. And Nedchik's behind him. So, we're approaching the shooting range for the final round of shooting. Todor Mikhailev.
Oh, it's going to be decided by that last shooting. Tamas and Nedchik are going to try to get into that top 9 again.
So Abu Amur has been shooting very consistently so far. Are the nerves going to pay for anyone here? Abu Amur is away. We'll see you in the final. Who's out next? Floreau's away. Good shooting by Floro. Cicinelli's out. Lucas is out. Everyone now at the range is under pressure. Gull is out. Tовкай's out. They're all safely through to the final. Will Milan get himself out of the range in time? It's a 20.6. It'll be enough. He's out. He needs to improve on that if he's going to get a medal, but he'll be through to the final. Mikhailev is out. Tamas is ahead of Belot. And Nedchik's not too far behind. So it's a final sprint now. Mikhailev, Belot, Tamas, and Nedchik a little bit further back. At the front of your shot, there's Milan, but I don't think he's going to get caught up in this battle. But it's Belot and Mikhailev, and Belot saves some pace and moves up into 8th place. Mikhailev now coming under pressure from Tamas. We knew it was going to be a dramatic men's semi-final. We didn't know it was going to be this close. And Bulgarian hearts are in their mouths as Todor Mikhailev, the Olympian, is under pressure here. from Tamas, the young Hungarian. Tamas all over the back of Mihailev. Is Mihailev running out of steam because Tamas overtakes Mihailev to snatch that final qualification spot. He's up into 9th place. And Mihailev, in front of his home crowd, is not finding the home comforts. Bello has opened up a gap. And this is brilliant from Tamas. Tamas has climbed his way up the field. He started in 13th place. He's moved past the Olympian. And Mihailev is refusing to give up. But I think he's about to lose out on qualification here because Tamas, on the final lap, has overtaken the Bulgarian and he qualifies. So it's Abu Amar, Floro, Lucas, Cicinelli, Tовкай, Gur, Milan, Bello and Tamas who take those final qualification spots. Mihailev, the Bulgarian, is out. Nedchik, his competition is done. Solid finish this here from Peronis and Melkazarau. But the headline here is Mihailev, the Bulgarian Olympian, is out.
The home crowd is not gonna be happy about that.
The atmosphere is flat, isn't it? Because they're all disappointed. None more so than Mihailev, but this is sport, it's ruthless. 1 minute you're at Olympic Games, next minute you're out to the semi-finals of your home events. Sport can be tough and ruthless. I know Mihailev has been struggling with a cold as well, by the way, so possibly running out of steam on that final lap. Jan Toman has not had a good laser run. He comes home in 17th place. And our final athlete on the track, Shifan G, just making his way round that final corner towards the finish line. And Shifan G takes 18th place to conclude men's semi-final.